the next day, and I haven't opened the thing yet, but if you hear like noise in the background, which it should be covered up mostly by the background music, whatever I put in, that's just somebody's we have some people trimming this big cedar tree that's outside our house. Anyway, I haven't opened the thing yet. This is the next day, and we get to open it and see if I absolutely hate it. That's always the funnest thing of starting a new art project. Whip one craw. And no, I don't really hate it. I would say it's very okay. Now let's try that again. There we go. I forgot to open the Huion thing that actually lets me, zoom in and out with my tablet, which is vitally important. Anyway, the face actually, now that I'm, looking at it from a fresh perspective, I think that's just kind of fine. I might hold on, which one of these is that one? Okay. And we're gonna rename that so I actually know what I'm looking at. I think going forward I will be just doing my tablet view for this, because it's a lot more visually interesting because there's more stuff going on. You can actually see me doing stuff. I mentioned that in I was about to say the last episode, but this is all one episode. I'm just editing a bunch of footage. This series is going to be very, very strange, and it's going to take some real, a good amount of getting used to. But I want to see if I can make her muzzle a little bit more, curved and, muzzle-like. Just a little bit, though, not by a whole lot. Yeah, there we go. And then we have the line connecting up. Yeah, that looks fine. Alright, cool. I am kind of curious if I were to make it a little bit longer, though, but, the more I look at this, I'm wondering, do I want to have the muzzle, coming up and, covering her eye somewhat? Or do I just want to have it, kind of, merge into the eyeliner? Because it's not supposed to be, a full, proper, 3/4 where she's, where Vixie is looking slightly this way. She is supposed to be looking more at the camera. So I think we'll go ahead, what we'll do is we will dupe the muzzle layer, and we'll discover a hidden piece of drawing that needs to be gone. There we go. Better? Better. So let's just make this a little bit longer. And and then maybe we take the actual cheek fluff and make it a little bit shorter. Try that. Boop. How's that? I'm trying. Look at that real quick. Let me just try moving this. I'm gonna dupe it again just so I can compare and contrast. Let's see. Now I want to try just moving this, not reshaping it or resizing it or anything. I think this more forward, more this way is gonna work a little bit better. But what if we just move it down just a little bit, right there? Yeah, I think that looks better. Yeah, because obviously we don't have the cheek fluff on the other side. We'll do that in a second. But I think we'll go ahead and rename this to muzzle B and have this invisible layer as muzzle A, and we'll go ahead and delete this one. I got the sizing right and everything, it's just the position that was a little bit weird. So now let's, do I want to make a new group for the muzzle specifically? I kind of want to, at least until I mess with it. Yeah. We're gonna dupe the muzzle again. We're gonna put this in a separate group so we can toy with it, but we can always go back if we need to. So now I wanted to make the eyes a little bit less opaque, so we can go here and see if we can just cover up the face a little bit. Let's try something like that, maybe. That's too up. We have more of an actual curve like that. And then maybe we have it in line with the eye. Sorta. Let's try that. And then we'll dupe the eyes so we can have... Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll put that in the same group so we know, like, it's the edited one. Make those go away. Opacity up. And then we delete the part of the eye that's behind the muzzle like that. We're definitely getting somewhere. I'm wondering if I need to, like, make her muzzle wider on a whole, or if that's just fine. Oh, hey, actually, looking at it over on OBS is actually pretty helpful as well, because it's like an even more separate, like, perspective to it. Yeah, I think that's fine. I think the only reason it really looks weird is because we haven't done the cheek fluff yet. So let's see if we can do that. The hair flap go away. We'll go ahead and delete muzzle B and rename this group to muzzle A, or muzzle B. So now, we'll do a layer above that, and we'll do cheek fluff R, and I haven't really done, like, the other side when I do cheek fluff, but it shouldn't be that hard, right? We're gonna do something lazy and a little bit like different. We're just gonna go ahead and copy that, post it there, and then we're gonna flip it. Wow, that was so easy. And isn't digital art great? I just think about that old fucking TikTok audio. So it'd be like, stop just duplicating your cheek fluff. No, it's easy, and I'm stupid. But I mean, fuck it, it works, right? I picked digital art as like the thing to hitch my wagon to anyway. So I might as well take advantage of all the advantages that it provides to me. Let me really quickly take the structure head away. Yeah, that looks fine. That looks fine. Maybe a little bit weird, but that's nothing I can't fix in line art. At least now I just have a basis for what I want. Where's the hair flap? Boop. Oh yeah, and most of it's covered up anyway, so who even fucking cares? I'm actually doing myself a favor, and I'm gonna put cheek fluff R and the hair flap in the same group, so I can put a layer above this, set it to an erasure mask, and we can just fill in here. What? Why isn't it working? I've done that before. Why isn't it working now? Okay, let's try it, like, not in a group, I suppose? It doesn't matter all that much, because all this stuff is invisible anyway. Because these are, like, old stuff. Yeah. So I guess I'll just do it this way. Erasure mask. I guarantee you I selected somewhere. What, the nuggets? No, it's drawing stuff. Yeah, it's there. Wait a minute. Cheek fluff. Oh, wait, what layer did I? Oh, I see what happened. Okay. So we'll just go ahead and delete the cheek fluff R layer because I just made it for no reason. And rename this. There we go. now it's working, now that I actually have the layer set up properly. We'll just go ahead and color in the hair flap situation as an erasure mask. Erase just a little bit here because I forgot to change the brush size, but whatevs. We'll do that. Yeah, that does what it needs to. Cool. Seeing as how faces are much easier to draw because they're less complicated than an entire body, I think we'll go ahead and, like, also work on doing, like, the rest of her head as well. So we need wolf ears. Roxanne Wolf ears, in fact. So let's go up here. My brain's telling me to put the ears into a group, but I'm not doing it. I'm doing it. If there's one thing I love doing, it's making groups, apparently. So this will be her L ear. This will be interesting because there won't be, like, bangs in the way, so I can't just kind of put an ear there and call it a day. Let's look at the fake thing for wolf ears. They kind of, like, come up and it's like a really, like, triangle shape. Whereas like we have like this almond shape for Vixie's ears. So we'll do something along that line. Something like that. Yeah, it's pretty much right. They go more like that though, where they're a little bit more pointed. Yeah, that looks better. I'm not sure where I should put this ear, so I'm just gonna go off of the fake image, which is probably not the best idea, but I'm doing it anyway, and we're gonna put it behind the cheek fluff. Probably makes sense. And then we want to do like basically the same thing on the inside. And we have like the inner. There we go. And then we just go ahead and have our head here. Yeah, we'll do the same thing, but we'll have more like an implied situation where there's like a little bit of a curve here. Looks good to me. Now, do I take the low road and just copy my ear and paste it over to the other side, similarly to the cheek fluff, or do I actually try to like do it? I'm gonna try to do it. I'm gonna try on the first time. So we'd want to do something like that, and then a little bit more like that. Maybe I'll just do the exact same like angle it did last time because I'm fucking right-handed and I need to do this anyway. That? I feel like it looks weird when I do that, but just to be safe, I'm gonna try and just dupe it real quick, just to see what the situation is if I do. Boop. And then whoop. And we curve a little bit. Then like that. And now let's grab our eraser, erase it, and we'll see how this looks. Yeah, okay. Hold on. Let's take another look at the fake image. Looking closely at it, because, you know, it's a fake image and everything, it looks kind of weird, but I think that it's got the general idea down. So if I, just as a tester again, we just do this, and then we curve it a little bit and bring it down more, like here-ish. We'll try that. See how that looks. Big eraser. And the verdict is better. I would say better. Much better? Not sure, but better. As with many other things in this sketch, I will say it is good enough, and I will fix it in line art if it looks truly weird. Okay, hair. That's easy. Easier, at least. But Roxy style hair, with like this part being like shaven and such. I feel like that's not too hard. We just do the same thing. We just ignore, like, we make sure this part of her face is like still visible. Which, speaking of hair, I am gonna really quickly, well, first off, I'm gonna mess up my thing. I'm gonna put these back into a group now that I know what the issue was. And no, I know what I need to do. I need to put hair flap and the erasure mask into a group. No, can't do that, right. I should be able to just select both and then use this, right? No, now it's just doing the most recent thing I selected. Okay, so let's try a selection. Oh, good enough. Try that. Is that gonna work? No, it's just the erasure mask. Annoying, very annoying. So I guess for the time being, we'll just go ahead and delete that erasure mask because I want to make the hair flap a bit bigger, not by much. We'll do. What if we connect it like with the ear, and then where did I put her eyes? In muzzle? I did. Okay, so I'm actually gonna take these back out of the group, seeing as how I'm doing this the way that I'm doing this. I'm gonna take these out because I'll leave the group there though, because I want to try and do an erasure mask with the eyes behind the air flap. the air flap, the hair flap. Erasure mask. Go ahead and turn off the stabilizer because I don't really need it. Then cover it up. I'm not sure if I like that better than having her eye be visible, but let's continue more and like go further into it. And I'll make this easier and put the anchor point there. Have it come down more and cover her eye even more. See if that makes any difference. Yeah, no. I think being able to see the whole rest of her eye, it doesn't look terrible, but it looks wrong, I guess is the best way to put it. It just looks off. So I think I will have at least the majority of her eye be visible. We'll probably do like the anime thing where her eye like goes over her hair. So with that in mind, we'll just go ahead and put that above the eraser mask, which is no longer an eraser mask for some reason. There we go. And then we'll make the cheek fluff go away because it's behind, but we do the anime thing of having her hair over her eye. How does that look? I'm actually not sure which one I like more. I really don't know. I think we'll leave it like this for the time being, just so I can like see the eye for when I do line art and stuff, and then when we're actually doing line art, we'll check to see if that like looks better one way or the other. So with that, I made my job a little bit easier, and I essentially connected her hair flap and her ear, so I can just kind of do hair. So hair. Roxy typically has like really spiky hair, so I was thinking about doing sort of like that similar thing that I did with Rosie, like her original design, where it's just kind of like that over and over again, and then there's like, you know, it's just kind of really spiky hair. But seeing as how the concept of this drawing is her being on a date, I feel like it would be more like this, where it's still like a little bit messy, but she like bothered like really like brushing it and stuff. So I'll probably just end up doing something similar to like Vixie's hair, because that's pretty much the hair Vixie has anyway. And since this is going to bother me to absolutely no end, I'm going to put hair flap by hair. I'm wondering if I want to make an erasure mask and have like hair at the absolute bottom, and I can just fill the head with an erasure mask, so I can just kind of draw and not have to erase stuff. I think I'm going to do that just to save myself some time before I actually do that. So I'm actually going to leave that on normal so I can see what I'm doing before I actually turn on the erasure mask. Look, we can see my my original erasure masks now. And F and fill. There we go. And now we set this to an erasure mask. And now we can just kind of draw behind it. Isn't that right, Krita? That it is. Heck yeah. So I think we'll just start off by doing a similar thing with Vixie's hair. And it comes around a little bit steeper on that. And then we have it like rounding around like that. And then come back around a little bit like that. Kind of like that. And now that we have a shape, go ahead and make another layer. We'll put like a little bit more like definition to it. Yeah, that's pretty much what I need to do, but I am gonna merge these now that I just kind of have a general idea of what I'm working with. And I'm gonna like rotate a little bit. But we'll put anchor point there. Woo! Have it this way. Stretch it a little bit. Then put it like right there. Yeah. I basically just gave her Vixie's hair, but they have well, I'd imagine they would have very similar hair if Roxy like was brushing it and made it look nice for a date and something. I kind of want to add like a little detail of I don't really need to because this is a sketch, but I kind of want to add like a little detail of like some fluffage like right here-ish. Yeah, I named them wrong. This is L ear, this is R ear. So now we have leer and rear. Whatever, it works. I'm going to say okay, but I do want to do a similar thing with what I did when I redesigned Snowy. We're going to go back to the ears for a second. We'll go to rear, and we're going to add a little bit of fluffage. Just a little bit, though. I think I focused too much on the like the top area of it. So I'm gonna try a separate style that I have seen other furry artists do with their like ear like fluff. Not like the inner ear fluff, but like ear fluff. And go ahead and delete that, make sure everything's gone. And we'll do like this. And we'll see how that looks. Where's the hair layer? Let's make that go away real quick. Yeah, that's basically what I want, but we'll do it a little bit different. So let's do maybe like an oval shape-ish, like that. And then we have this come out and like down like that. Basically what I just did, but now we're gonna actually have that second one there. I think that looks better. Maybe we have it go like a little bit higher. So let's see if I can just like that. And actually, let's skew it a little bit. Like that. Then we go to rear and erase it. Yeah, I think that works. Put the hair layer back on and go to our erasure mask and touch that up as well. Yeah, I think that works. Now, I wanna, before I move on to like doing her body and stuff, I wanna like make her face look more Roxy-esque. So I should still have that one image from when I did the FNaF by Dateability video. This isn't the one I used, but I mean, it works, so we'll take it. I wanted to see, like, I wanted to get her, like, facial markings right, so we'll just have whoever, like, never talk to me or my daughter ever again sort of situation. So what do you got? So your muzzle is a different color from the rest of your face, and then you have, like, little, okay, markings there. And also you don't have eyebrows, which we'll get to in a minute. But I think for the time being, we'll just go back to, let's go into here and do, like, markings. And that. And then, let's see, we'll have, like, oh, that's the wrong one. We'll actually put this on, like 50% opacity, so we have, no, it's not, like, proper lines. And then go around like that. And erase this little bit that's in her eye. Yeah, like that. And then, where are those markings? Like on her cheeks, like around her eye and stuff. That would be, oh, not that. Hold on. Make a separate thing. So we'll have that as, like, muzzle definition, I suppose. And then we have markings on a different layer. Yeah, that works for what I'm trying to do. I also did notice that, I forgot she actually has, like, earrings and stuff. But those are, like, you know, glam rocky, very likely plastic earrings. So with the whole date situation, we'll probably end up going with a similar situation to Vixie's earrings on her left ear. Which, fun fact, since you can't really see her right ear, Vixie only has earrings on her left ear. If anyone wants to draw her at some point, and you know, that's actually relevant. So let's see, where do we want them? We could do like hoop earrings. Hoop earrings are typically like you know, the fancy thing that you wear when you're going out on a night out in the town. I think we'll do hoop earrings. I'm not really done hoop earrings before, so this should be interesting. Where should they start? I think they should start like right here-ish. She's got an onion ring on her on her fucking ear right now. Adjust the angle a little bit. Maybe it's more like that. Wow, that looks like trash. I don't want to cover up the cheek fluff though, so maybe we won't do like full-on big hoop earrings, because I really like this ear fluff here. Maybe we'll just do something a little bit simpler. I think my issue is my brush is like too big for having such a small detail like this. So I think what we'll end up doing is, for the sketch, we'll just have like these big black circles here. And then when I know what my issue is. The bottom needs to be down more. What if I just make a circle and then erase part of it? See how that looks? Like that. And then we erase this part. Pretty much, yeah. I am gonna like adjust it a little bit, but that's pretty much what I want. I know I didn't do that in the first place. And when we actually do line art, we'll actually, you know, do the line art for it and, you know, make it an earring instead of just a weird black circle on her ear. Do you want to wear more? I think I will actually put more. We're gonna make another one. Make this one go away. Move this up and rotate it a little bit. And then have this come down a little bit more, maybe? Like that. Yeah. You know what I might do, actually, just to make them a little bit more prominent? Just invert the colors, and now they're very noticeably earrings. They wouldn't quite be visible behind the hair flap, but I am going to I'm gonna do one, and bring it over here, and have it be a bit squashed. A bit though. There we go. Have it like that. And we'll go ahead and erase. I could put this behind the erasure mask, but I've already started, so here we are. Then do that. There we go. Look, she's wearing earrings. Great. All right, you need eyebrows, and also I wanted to make your eyes a bit more like loving. So I said loving in like the most like apprehensive way. Did I use that word correctly? Anxious or fearful that something bad or unpleasant will happen. No, I wanted like, was it reprehensive? Showing anger and disapproval about something someone has done. Yeah. Reprehensive is what I wanted. I said loving in the most like reprehensive way. But I did want to make her expression a bit different, so I think I might do that now. Where are her eyes? There. Put those in a new layer, as I always do, and see if I can't make them a little bit like that. And we'll just color that in. Go along with her makeup. Yeah, that's pretty much what I'm looking for. Yeah, baby! That's what I was waiting for. Erase just a little bit. Nope, soft eraser. A little bit. And do it in circles to round it off a bit. Looking good, looking good. I think this one is a little bit too low. We'll just go up a little bit higher. Then we'll do our little circle eraser thing. Ah, that's what it looks, it's too low. Yeah, there we go. We can go a little bit lower. We'll just go ahead and just go really low, and then we'll adjust it from there, like that. Better? kind of. I think I need to go higher up here. Like that. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. Yeah, baby. And now I think I might go to the eyes, and just to do it a little bit more. Go ahead and like. Well, now she looks a little bit upset with me. Do that, and then do the same here. And we'll go ahead and fix that real quick. How does that look? Yeah, no, she looks more upset now, so I think I will just have like the original eye shape behind it as well. I think for when I actually do like line art and stuff, what I'll end up doing is... Here, hold on, let me... A white brush so I can see what I'm talking about. So, when I actually do line art, I think I'll have like the actual... Oh, hold on. The eye, the eye line itself be that, and then I'll do what I normally do and have like the eyeliner like connect to it, because this will all be black. I'm just doing this for an example. So I have the eyeliner coming down and connecting to it like I normally do, and then I'll have this spot over it be eyeshadow, because I haven't gotten to draw eyeshadow in a while, and Roxy canonically has eyeshadow, so that'll be fun. For the time being, that does what it needs to. So we'll rename this group to eyes. Am I crazy, or does she have like whisker marks on her muzzle? I'm crazy. Okay. I might do it anyway. I might just, as an artistic liberty, I might just like give her whisker marks. I'm not gonna give her whiskers, but I might have those on her muzzle regardless. What if we do like lines? Oh, still might. Like lines rather than the dots. Like that. See, what, that looks correct. That looks more like Roxy, even though actual Roxy doesn't have those. Do I just have like a weird model? I feel like this is a rip from Security Breach, and not like just like a recreated SFM model. Like, cause yeah, this is her from Security Breach. It has to be. If it isn't, this is a really fucking good model, but nice fucking model. Why do I think she needs to have whisker marks? I must be like cross-referencing her with like a different version of Foxy or something. It has to be. Whatever. It looks good and I'm keeping it. We're actually gonna go back to ears. No, that's ears. We want eyes. And we're gonna put the eyebrows in here. What if we make them like lower? Wider. Kind of. I'm not sure if hold on. I have a way to test if I want to make it like more of a shy expression. Are you ready for this? Are you fucking ready for this? Behold. Now she seems like she's really unsure if she should trust you. Okay, let's not do that then. There's something very funny about how I'm not recording desktop audio so I can listen to like copyrighted music and stuff, but it has to be this way from Metal Gear Rising just came up, and it's really it's a really weird experience drawing fucking FNaF fan art listening to this. Hey, I just realized something saying that out loud. I'm back on my bullshit again. Does this bring me back into the Five Nights at Freddy's fandom, seeing as how I'm drawing FNaF fan art currently? I think it might. I'll take my cringe Nene baby card in the mail, thank you. There we go. Eyebrows. Eyebrows on fleek. The fuck? We vibe with this. I would say that looks good. That we've reached part of the art process where it looks good, where our sketch is starting to look good. Now we do the rest of it. I think what I might do is I might start off how I normally do with the clothing, because drawing dresses is way easier than drawing the body with it. So, for the time being, we'll go ahead and do that. I could hide her noggin entirely, but I wanna hide her hair real quick, which is at the bottom. I just wanted to see what it looked like without like the extra detail. We're actually going to do the same for for the hair flap as well. Where's the erasure mask for the hair flap? There. Oh, right, the ear wasn't part of the erasure mask, so I just erased it, so I guess never mind on that. Feeling a lot better than I was yesterday, where I was debating whether or not to actually bother with this. But I'm happy I did. So, now that the head is good and good, as far as I know, just gonna make sure I didn't like miss anything that is part of her thing. Not that I can tell isn't implied with what I've got. Since I'm moving on to the body and stuff, we're not doing this right now, but I'm debating whether or not I want to make her like animatronic or if I just want to go like full furry. I think I'm gonna go full furry because animatronic would just mean like minimal fur detail and some some seams here and there. So we'll just go with full furry then. I'm noticing something I did, and I don't want to do it this way. So we're gonna take the torso like diamond out, and we're gonna put all of these into the armature group. So anytime I want, I can just bit and the armature's gone. And I can bit and the armature's back, and I can bit and the armature's gone. On top of that, I can also make the armature lower opacity, which is very important now that I'm actually, doing something with the armature. So, bring that layer back. Oh, that's what you are! You're the scarf. I forgot I gave you a scarf. I guess now that I actually have your head here, hold on. Put you in the armature group, and see if we can like adjust you a little bit. And that. And then go you. And we erase. Enough. There we go. Alright, so I might actually do the scarf first. No, I think it's oh, hello, what did I do? I was adjusting in my chair and I seem to have pressed a key. I hope that didn't do anything weird. I've never seen that panel before and I'm not gonna mess with it because there was a lot of things going on. Let's go to our ref layer real quick. Let's go to our ref layer and we're gonna turn off the anatomy thing so we can kind of look. A waist belt would be helpful for this. Do I want to have a waist belt though? If I was going on a date and I was wearing a dress like that, I would wear a waist belt. We'll put a pin in that because I have a general. No, we'll keep that away. I have a general idea of how I want the dress to be, and I have another image that I generated that's more in line. Okay, that's the same image. That's more in line with the idea I have, but I'm gonna check the other image I had here in the first place. Whoops, and see if it has like a better like dress design that I'd prefer to use. Let's look at you. What do you got? Wow, that is a delightful evening dress. Nice extra toes and weird AI artifact bullshit. No, weirdly enough, that's more like a nightgown. Yeah, I think I will pull up the other image just so I have another dress to look at. Zoom! What do you got going on? Damn! Okay, so... Oh yeah, even in this you have what approximates to a waist belt, I guess. Yeah, so I guess we will go with a waist belt then. And then we're definitely going with this because, like, damn, you know? Damn. We stand wide hips in this household. So, seeing as how you have served your purpose, we're gonna go ahead and move you directly over here. I don't think we're gonna enlarge it. Yeah, we'll leave it as is for the time being. And since I'm covering it anyway, we'll just make that go away. An interesting thing once I get to actually, doing the rest of this is gonna be actually like doing the background. Because I do want to have like this autumn, like foresty park situation as the background. So let's see. Let's do, I think let's start with the dress that like comes down, like this part right here. All right, we'll have that there for the time being. So as a sort of placeholders for a general idea of what we need. And we will go up here for another placeholder, so I know where I need to take the bottom. Maybe it's better if I actually do her hips and stuff first. I might end up doing that. Obviously, like, her crotch and stuff are gonna be hidden by the dress because duh. But before I do anything else, I actually am just gonna make a really quick like line like right here, just as like saying that this is her waist. And this will also help me decide how wide I want her waist to be. Because obviously I don't care too much about like realistic proportions because of the cartoony style I draw in. I mean, fucking look at Vixie. That's insane. But I don't want it to be too like this, like, hold on, since we're talking about her waist size, this is like ridiculous. That's like no way. But we can do like that-ish. I feel like that's okay. Come on. Just as a tester, we'll go ahead and like do that. Yeah, with actual like bothering it to make it look correct, I would say that's fine. So make the dress go away for a second. We'll go to this new group, lower body. There we go. And now we do the very important thing of paying very close attention to the hip dips. So we'll just do one of these moves, curve it a little bit, and then it dips down. Whoop. Hit the scroll bar by accident. And then we'll have a little bit of just that. And make a new layer. And now we do thigh. Like that. And the inside. Yeah, there we go. And now we'll do the same thing for the other side. Come on down to the other side. Come with us through the gates of hell. It won't matter when you are. Alright, hold on. I haven't heard that song in ages, so I gotta pull up the other side by Pendulum real quick. We will drag you from where you are to where you belong. That's what it was. Okay, well, I guess we'll just have that up now. You're obviously listening to something that isn't Pendulum and therefore copyrighted. But if you haven't heard The Other Side by Pendulum, it's really good. Pendulum in general is just really good. Fully recommend them. Damn! There we go. I feel like this is a little bit too severe. A little bit too rounded. We could just do the same thing on the other one. On the other side. Coming down to the other side, come with us through the gates of hell. We will drag you from where we are to where you belong. I just looked it up and I immediately forgot. We'll see the more severe one looks like on both sides first. Damn! We like ease into it a little bit. Kind of? A little bit? Kind of? Sort of. Hold on. Where's the armature? Yeah, I think we'll keep it like that. Okay, this is bothering me. Roxy, you go over here and fill the empty space, please. Thank you. Okay. Lower body, lower opacity as well. Not super low, but lower. And we're gonna redo this. Now that we actually have, a reference point. As well as this waist belt. Yeah. I think. Even then, I feel like she's still a little bit, like, goddamn, body heavy. You can tell remember how in the last recording I mentioned that RMK has influenced my style quite a lot? I mean this. So, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go to the waist belt, and I'm actually going to do a belt situation, and I'm going to make it look like a belt real quick. With 2 lines instead of just 1. But like a more even, like better line. Like this. There we go, better. Now, where do I want the split to start? What do you say, random fake Roxy? The split, like, starts at, like, the top-ish. Let's make her lower body even less opaque. And delete the armature real quick. So now I can just work entirely off of look. I haven't even zoomed out to check, and that already looks like way better. That looks way better. Looks way better. But I actually am going to try something right here. We're going to see. We're actually going to go with like a split situation. This is a very skimpy dress, but I'm fine with it because I'm the one drawing it. And then let's bring back the armature real quick. And there's probably going to be like some like implication lines like back here where you can like see part of the dress, like going over her buttocks and such. But I think with what I've done specifically, I made it a little bit too early. I want it to come like halfway down and then curve around like that. And then we have the hip line going down farther, which I'm actually gonna cover that up a little bit more, so I can go to the lower body and turn it up, and go to the hip, and go to the hip, and erase behind the dress, then turn off armature, and erase these as well, and go to the thighs, and erase these. Yeah. It's gonna look way better when I actually do line art and stuff, but for the time being, that works. Now, do we want to go with like this sort of situation, where it's just kind of draped loosely down in front, or do we want to actually like put a little bit like of like, I guess, groin definition? Which, now that I'm looking at it, I feel like the dress should be a little bit wider. Let's see if I can just fix it like this, and maybe rotate a little bit, and then we can fix the lines. Yeah, I think that looks way better. Just a little bit of rotation. So now we're gonna go ahead and fix these like that. And then the waist belt, we'll go ahead and connect it again. It's hiding the hip dips a little bit more, but that's okay. And let's hide the armature to check. Yeah, I think that looks way better. I think it looks good. Now, do I want to continue on like with the dress, or do I finish up with her tootsies? I think I'm gonna continue on with the dress for the time being. So we're actually gonna split this into dress lower and dress upper. And now we will probably start with Boobaloo. I'm gonna hide the scarf because it's throwing me off, and I might not even end up going with a scarf. If I do, it's gonna be a lot smaller than that. Let's do myself a favor, and let's actually physically go to the armature layer real quick. Make a new layer, and we're just gonna put circles where they would be. And then another one, like that, sort of. This is a very important step of the process. I think that'll work as just literally anything to go off of. We'll keep those there. Get a dress upper again, and we'll probably. This is more like a halter dress, I believe is the term. But I'm kind of wanting this to be more like the other picture we had. Hold on. Yeah, where it's like a pull-up almost, I guess is the best way to put it. But there's like no straps. So instead of having really defined individual Boobaloo, we're gonna have kind of like an oval shape. Yeah, like that. Pretty much just exactly like that. The shape's a little bit off, but we can fix that with a little bit of stretching and then redoing the lines. think I'm actually gonna change this just a little bit and delete that first off. And I'm going to split it sort of right here and have more of a straight line-ish. We'll go ahead and fix that in a second if we like over erase. We'll actually actively over erase so we can just properly fix it. There we go. So now we can have like this sort of, this like lace part up here. But before I forget, I should probably actually connect these, huh? We'll just put that in waist belt. That's what I thought. This should be lower. I need to mess with the curve a little bit. Just a little bit, though. I want to make the curve a little bit more pronounced, at least on this side. So go ahead and erase that real quick. At least, like, right back here, so we can really mess with the curve. With, like, really pronounced like that. And then have waist belt around here. Waist belt. How's that look? I would say better, but with part of the dress up here, I'm gonna adjust just a little bit to have like a little bit less run there, like that. How's that look? That looks better. And I might end up putting a bit more of a curve here as well. So we'll do the same thing, really erase a whole lot, and go to dress lower as well, do the same. And I didn't mean to flip, but I guess we're doing it this way anyway. Much more of a curve. Then waist belt. Connect it up. How's that look? Yet better. Coolio. I did notice. We're being very specific here, because I want to make sure I get this right. I did notice that dress upper. Oh, hello. Hold on. Right, this is two separate things. Which I suppose doesn't matter all that much because I'm gonna edit it anyway. Yeah, I guess we'll just do that then, because I was gonna edit this part anyway. I'm gonna put a bit more of a curve here because I noticed it looked kind of flat on one side. But now it's actually got more of a curve to it. Yeah, that's what I thought. So merge those because this part needs to connect better. Maybe erasing the whole thing wasn't the best idea, but here we are. Like that. Round it off. How does that look? Kind of. I'm probably gonna end up messing with that more, but for the time being, we're really quickly just gonna throw in like the lace part as well, which will just be like a sort of like organic triangle shape. This will be interesting to draw when I actually get around, because the last time I drew lace was that Freya drawing I showed in the last recording. Yeah, I think that looks fine. So with what I have right now, I think I will go with a scarf, but just for the sake of it, we're really quickly gonna just like grab this and just do some like curls and stuff to say like, oh wow, look at this, it's lace, it's special, it's a different part of the dress. Ooh. And then we'll just do one little thing just to like cover it up. Wow, that's lace. From a distance, that actually like looks not too bad, but then you zoom in, it's just like, does what it needs to. That's the key thing about Sketch. It does what it needs to. I think I made this part curve in a little bit too much, but it does what it needs to. So now, let's make a layer up here and name it Scarf. Oh, Scarf layer, where are you? You. There we go. So we are actually going to use you as a helpful guide. And make you a little bit smaller. A little bit squatter. Move you over a little bit more. Like right here-ish. Move you up. Oop. That. Sort of that situation. Because I don't want to cover up the chest area a bit too much. Oh yeah, the scarf was a great idea. The scarf was a wonderful idea. And now let's take a look at the fake thing, because folds are difficult. I've never really paid attention to like how to do folds well. Yeah, I think I get the general idea. Around like that, and then like that. Fill it in, and then do the same like right here, but smaller. And then a little one down there. Wow, are folds really that easy? Wow. That was incredibly simple. I guess I've never really bothered looking before. Crazy. Speaking of folds, though, there is some more detail I wanted to put on the dress itself. Specifically, we wanted like some lines here, like maybe one like going across the center, like that, and then a small one down here, and then like two little ones up here, like that. It'll look better when I actually, you know, bother doing details and stuff. Speaking of details, I think I alluded to this earlier, but I didn't really elaborate because I was thinking about other shit at the same time. I wanted to see if I could give like crotch definition, I guess, but not really crotch definition, but just like some more like implication lines, I suppose. Very, very subtle, like that. Armature, go away. Yeah, I feel like that added something. Yeah. I think I will end up doing that. I don't know. I might do that, but for the time being, I don't think I'm gonna bother. So let's pull up the other one real quick and see if I can get an idea of how to do like folds down here as well. It's so dark. Okay, so they're kind of like a V shape going inward, but that is a more front-on pose. But I think I can work with that. I don't really ever put definition on like clothes on a whole, like very much definition at all. So I might continue with that because one, I don't really know how. In my past experience of drawing clothes and stuff like that, it doesn't look too bad. Like look at Vixie. Like I don't really have any like fold lines or anything like that aside from like this. But because I have such a cartoony style, it doesn't really matter because it just kind of looks fine. Going forward, we'll check to see if like when I'm actually doing shading and stuff, I'll see if I can make that work. But for the time being, I would say that's perfectly fine. So let's really quickly go back up here. And then we have our scarf, which I'm going to really quickly make the armature layer go away. Boop. Yeah, no, the scarf's fine. I wanted to see if I needed to like move it or whatever, but it's where it needs to be. So now we'll go here, and we'll go under the erasure mask, and we will do some lineage here. Not quite. More like this. There we go. And then similar for the other side. That. There we go. We have our torso and thighs. Huzzah. Which I'm gonna really quickly, if I do this, and I set that to an erasure layer, will it do it? Yeah, okay. So we're gonna have this arm erase. Whoa, hello. Arm erase. So we can just keep adding to this as time goes on to more hide the armature layer when we need to. I'm actually gonna keep the crotch there just in case I want to like come back and actually put like definition to it. So I'll probably cut this part out because I'm going to be here for a little bit. I'll see when I'm actually doing something interesting. Okay, there we go. With having like the body here and just having like the arms and legs still be armature, this looks really good. I'm actually I'm getting into this now. Where's the noggin? And I want hair. Yeah, okay. We'll just continue on with the hair erasure mask. And we will do the same thing for the bobby. So we can see how it looks with the hair in as well. Oh yeah, there we go. Now we're cooking with gas. It's looking good now, boys. Before I go on to the arms, because I like procrastinating doing the extremities, I think I am going to go really quickly back to her eyes and such. Because I want to give her makeup a little bit more... Oh, there we go, eyebrows. I want to make her makeup a bit more defined and better. Because as I mentioned in the last recording, doing makeup is one of my favorite parts. So we're gonna make sure that her makeup is real good. She deserves it. Which, that's another thing I wanted to bring up. Funny coincidence, I started playing Security Breach again recently, and that's funny because that happened around the same time that, like, I guess, I haven't looked, but like the trailer or whatever for Help Wanted 2 is out, and there is presumably a like the parts and service mode where you're like helping Roxy with her makeup, which sounds delightful to me. But I don't have my my headset anymore. My brother has the VR headset, so I will not be playing that unless I happen to you know, come into enough money that I would be able to get myself my own headset, which is unlikely, but I suppose it could happen. Maybe this series is going to be like revolutionary for YouTube, and everyone is going to be like all the aspiring artists are like, oh, this is amazing, and then like it gets like 13 quintillion views, and I can now just exist on passive income for the rest of my life. That would be cool, but that's not happening. Like, no. There we go. Better makeup. I'm now satisfied with that. But I'm noticing... Hold on. Do we have a hair flap erasure mask? No, we don't. Okay, so I guess we'll just erase it then. It's easy to do. No, we'll just erase it. Fuck it. Looking good! Alright, I think what I'm gonna do first, like first, is probably do like her evening bag first. I said first a lot, but I'm really trying to drive home a point here. I think I'm gonna do the little, just like very little effort I need to do for her evening bag, and then I'm gonna do the strap over her arm after I put like her arms together, because, you know, I'll need to know where the strap goes, which I guess I could eyeball it. Sorry, I went to type, so I was holding my pen in my mouth. I guess I could eyeball it, think that I have the armature here, but I'm not gonna do that, because I wanna have like roughly the final shape in Destiny 2 XD. I'm probably not gonna play that. The final shape of her arm up before I do the strap, so I can actually have, you know, the strap go over something instead of just like eluding to where it's going over, I guess is the best way to put it. I'm gonna pop a quick save real quick, because I haven't done that in a while. And whilst I pop that quick save, I'm gonna hop on over to Opera GX. Feel free to sponsor me and give me a whole boatload of money. And I'm going to look up evening bags, because I've never bothered trying to draw one before. $3,800 fucking dollars for a bag? God, I hate high fashion. This is ridiculous. It's a good looking bag, but like $3,800 fucking dollars. God damn! Well, Roxy's worth it, so I guess we'll give her this one. What the fuck is an AVIF file? High fashion out here inventing different file formats? I'm not even sure if Krita can take an AVIF file. I've never even heard of that. I guess I'll save it just in case. If nothing else, I could probably convert it. All right, AVIF, go. Holy shit, I've never... Alright, more points to Krita, I guess, because it actually knew what the fucking AVIF file was. Do I look like I know what a JPEG is? So, like, this is a nice bag. I like this bag. I don't know that I would pay $3,800 for it, but Roxy probably would. And this is for her. And I'm gonna, like, to get rid of some of this fucking white space, because, like, Jesus Christ. You can afford to charge fucking $3,800 for a funny leather bag, but you can't afford to put fucking transparent PNGs on your website. Unbelievable. There we go. Much better. Was that so hard, high fashion, whatever website I took this PNG from? No, it wasn't. This is a really nice bag. If this was like, I would pay $100 for this bag. Not $3,800, but I would gladly pay $100 for that bag. That's a good looking bag. So let's see. I'm trying to imagine this from the side. So it's kind of like got a rounded triangle shape from the side, but it's pretty fat. So let's go up to evening bag, and it'd be from this side, but not this. I was looking at this side, but it would be from this side. So I'd imagine it's probably the exact same on the other side. So we're probably good to go. So let's give it a shot. Hey Lois, look, I'm drawing Roxanne Wolf from Five Nights at Freddy's. Feel free to cut that out. Do like one of these moves and then curve it around. It's sort of like a bell shape, rounded, like that. And for definition's sake, it kind of like curves in here at the top. Do like that. Then we'll erase part. Then come up around like that. Now we want it to go more this way, more inward, like that. Then have that rounded off, like that. Just have a little bit of a contour line there, I guess. And now we have the overflap like that. Around like that. I have very limited experience drawing bags. There was my buddy Dread, the same person who sent me the hard drive earlier in this video. He essentially commissioned me to draw some artifacts for his D&D campaign, and that is basically the only experience I have drawing bags. There's a really old drawing. I'll see if I can find it. I should still have it. There's a really old drawing I did of an Orca Vaporeon OC that I have drawn exactly once. She's supposed to be a lifeguard, but I forgot that. So in the image, I just kind of put like a little square with a plus on it saying like, oh look, it's a medical thing. She's a lifeguard. That's a really old picture. I'll probably get around to redrawing that OC at some point because I do like her. I just haven't drawn her. I have so many different OCs that I want to draw. The original idea behind this series was actually drawing a bunch of OCs that I have in this document on my phone, but some different ideas came to mind for the first episode, namely this thing with Roxy that I'm drawing right now. And I was planning on, if the poll that I took came out tied between Hollow Knight and Let's Draw, I was planning to record Hollow Knight and then record me drawing the thumbnail for the Hollow Knight video. But the entire poll came out tied, so I just ended up going with just Let's Draw. Can't really see the chain from here. And do I want to put like this little insignia here? I don't think I'm going to do this specific insignia because, you know, that's an existing brand, but I might do like just a little thing here. Hold on, let me go to like half the brush size. We do like, oh, you know what would be a fun Easter egg? You know, it'd be a fun little Easter egg for anyone who's watching this video right now. What if it was Bubbles? What if it was Bubbles? That'd be fun. Oh, that's a fun idea. That's a great idea. That's a really fun idea. Hold on. We're gonna do that. Since this has like the insignia, like icon on it anyway of whatever fucking brand this is, I'm gonna put my own one since this is my own situation. There we go. Yeah. Like in theory that would be like covered by her hands and she's kind of like holding her bag, but I guess I could just have her like lazily holding her arm like on the back end of it so I could still have that little Easter egg there. Because unless you're like specifically looking for it, it doesn't really look like anything. If anything, it just looks like the connecting thing that like keeps the bag closed, which I suppose it is, but at the same time, it's just a little Bubbles. There he is. He's so happy, he's sneaking. So now that I have the bag there, looking at the picture, I'd presume that the chain is probably connected on the back. I had figured it was like connecting up here, but that's just a decorative chain. And then there's like no way to like connect them in there because then it would just open. So I guess it is just like on the back. So I guess the chain would like all right, so here's the annoying thing. Am I going to bother drawing a chain? Because chains in theory aren't that hard to draw. We just do this, do that, and then we do this, that, and then connect it around. Like, chains in theory aren't hard to draw. Like that, and then we can just like, we can duplicate that and just have it going up. But do I want to bother drawing a chain? I think I will in the end, because it isn't that hard to draw, and it's gonna be small anyway, so I think I'll just go ahead and just do it. But, before we do anything involving something being slung over an arm, we need to have the arms to sling them on. So we'll make a group inside a group for the separate arms. This would be her right arm. I haven't really drawn like fully bare arms before, because like the closest I've come is Vixie, and she's still wearing like arm warmers and stuff, which, I mean, Roxy wears arm warmers because, you know, she's 80s glam rock. I could give her like arm gloves. I might end up doing that, because arm gloves are also fancy and would go with her outfit. We'll experiment with that real quick. And since we're at it, and I need to procrastinate as much as I can before I go to drawing the hand, even though it's going to be a very, very simple profile view. Let's see, perspective. Would thumb be visible? Thumb would be visible. Okay. Is her elbow? Hold on, I need the hair to go away. It's definitely small, but I don't think it's like offensively small. I think that works for what we're going with. I don't mind it. I don't. So I get that. That'll work. Hair come back. While I'm at it, we'll go ahead and add to the erasure mask since we're here anyway. I'm forgetting something. Right. I remember now. Before I moved on to drawing the hand because I wanted to procrastinate, I wanted to do some shoulder fluff because she's got fur, because she is a wolf. Infinitely better, immediately better. Small little details like that, that'll help. I do want to do one more little spike right here though. One little one, right where her shoulder meets her body. A little bit bigger, like that. Okay, well, I goofed that up. Whatever, we can fix it like this. Then spiky shoulders. Good. Look how much better that looks. Looks amazing. It looks great. Speaking of, since we're procrastinating, let's go ahead and make another layer at 50% opacity, 500% opacity, 50%. And we are going to do a very, very subtle little line here because of her fur pattern. I actually want to see if that's just like an artistic liberty thing I'm doing, or if Roxanne's, that was weird, I called her by her full name. Ooh. If Roxy's, yeah, no, her arms are just like the same color all the way through. She has like tummy difference, but her arms are the same. So artistic liberty, she's gonna have like the same like lighter colored fur on the insides of her thighs and the inside of her arms. Just for my sake, I guess. Though with the dress being in the way, I don't think you're gonna be able to see the inners of the thighs anyway. Whatever, that's fine. I feel like the curve on that is a little bit too intense. I think it needs to be more inside. It needs to be a more subtle curve, just a very slight curve, like that. Yeah, that's better. Oh, you know, I just had a fun idea. Now that I have this funnily posed Roxy reference here, since she has like these actual like arm warmers and leg warmers, I think it would be kind of neat if she still had like these fancy like bridal gauntlets that I'm gonna give her, but they're all lace instead of just the tips, and they still have like the stripes that her regular arm warmers have. I think that would be fun. Let's give that a shot. That's fun. I like that. That was a good idea. That's a really fun idea. I really like that. We'll go ahead and make those transparent for the time being, because I still need to make the rest of her right arm. Okay, the time has come. Hand. Which, it doesn't need to be that too detailed because, you know, it's like a profile view. So I guess what we'll just do is that, and then just curve it up a little. And we'll just have this finger here. Yeah, I think that'll work. And we can just like imply that her thumb is just in there, which we can do even further by actually just having like a little line in there. I think she has like her thumb curled up right there. And then let's go back up here and go to the 50% opacity layer, grab our little doodad, and color in here a little bit. Go here and put just a little stripe down there. Which this is bothering me. Hold on. There we go. Yeah, for the simple way I do hands because cartoony, I think that works. Let me pull up my armature real quick to make sure that like my proportions are okay. Yeah, I'll probably end up making like her calves down a little bit longer than the actual armature, just a little bit. But yeah, I'm pretty much good to go. And now for the other arm, which is infinitely easier because I got to do the artist thing of very cleverly hiding it because of the pose I chose. That I'm happy about. Yeah, look how easy that was. So much easier. But I do need to do another 50% layer for the pattern on the inside of our arm, which we'll do like this. Oh, no, airbrush. And just like that. Would you take a look at that? Isn't that looking great? So now, as far as she goes, we just have to do her leggy, and I need to decide if I want her to have like thigh highs or something, which I'm pretty sure I most definitely want that, because that means we could have hip dips and a little bit of thigh squeeze, which is always good. But it should be good to just like do that, and then that, and then we have a little bit of kneecap. A little bit of kneecap. Just like that. Looking not terrible, vibe with it. Yeah, that works. I'll probably end up like just getting rid of the kneecaps entirely, if not just for like just the bottom line. We'll see what happens. But for the time being, that works for me. Let's take a look at the fake art to see if it has any insight for kneecaps. Probably not. Hello. Oh, there is kind of a kneecap there. Wow. Alright, well, I don't care. Anyway, we have the lower leg and the tootsies to do now, which typically I want to do the tootsies first, and then I connect it up, because that's a lot easier to do. So, pause, pause, pause. I like pause. Pause are great. How do I want to do it, though? Here, funny-looking Roxy. Go away for a second. I'm gonna take a look at you. See if I can jog my memory. Yeah, I have a memory now. Tootsies acquired. Huzzah! And we'll go back to the right leg, and we do the simple thing of just connecting it upward, which we'll do from this angle, so I can just pull down and be super easy about it. I'd say that looks good enough for a sketch. And I can continue to edit it with when I get to line art and can see like very specific minutia. That's a good word, by the way. I've been using the word minutia a lot. It's a really good word. Minutia means like specific details, or like when you look into way too much of something and you look at very minor things that don't really matter, that's minutia. It's a really good word. I recommend putting it in your vocabulary. But vocabulary aside, we need to go back and we need to find our anatomy erasure. Yeah, there we go. Because we have a whole lot of anatomy to erasure now. Turn it on. Oh, that's the wrong one. Turn it on. Hell yeah. Now we get to go through and go ahead and just color in everything that is covered up that we have drawn, so we know what we need to draw. I'm pretty sure we have everything now. The only thing that she is missing, from what I can tell, is her tail, because she does in fact have a tail. In fact, in the game, it's the first, like, one of the first things she talks about. Oh, whoa, I forgot, yep. Before we do the tail, we want some thigh squeeze, so we need to have thigh socks. Hold on. Yeah, we'll put them in their own respective things. Now, let's go like here-ish, and curve it around. Just like that. That's too much curvature. Hold on. It needs to be that, but like opposite, like this, and then curve it inward like that, and then curve it inward like that. That should be correct. Better, but I can probably just fix it like those. There we go. And now we do the same for the other side. So what we need to do now is we need to go to the thighs. Are here, which are here, and we zoom, we erase, like that, on both sides, and we just do one of these moves. Just a subtle squeeze. Just a subtle squeeze. Hell yeah. And you know what? I think we'll go a step further. Go one step further. And just have a little bit of pudge squeaking out. Just a little bit of pudge. That's quite a lot of pudge, actually. We want a more subtle pudge than that. More subtle pudge. There we go. That's what I'm fucking talking about right there. That's the good shit. You could live off of that. Then we do the same thing for the other side. A little bit of subtle pudge. Hell yeah! Look at how much that added. It's a little tiny itty bitty change, but look at how much it added. And now, we just gotta give her tail, which really quickly, before I do that, this layer, this is bothering me just a little slight bit. This needs to be like a pixel wider. It was just slightly off compared to the other one, but now it's slightly too big. Now tail. Tail. Do I need to put anything for the evening bag back because of the squeeze? No. Tail. So how do I want to do the tail? Her tail in game is really simplistic. It's like it's just an oval. But we can do better than that. We can do much better than that. When did Vixie go away? I don't know, whatever. I don't really need ref anymore, because we have it. Like, we have our sketch. We just need the tail, and then we're done. So let's see. Do we want it up like that? Or, oops. Do we want it like down like that? I'm thinking down. So let's try this and see what we think about it. Now, I think before I call it a day, I'm gonna go around and I'm gonna add like more like fluff details. Like, I don't really want to take away from the hip dips too much, but I am gonna do a little bit of fluff detail around the thigh. Just a little tiny bit. Just a little bit more subtle ear fluff. Oh, wait, hold on. I just realized I never brought the fucking evening bag back. Where is it? Where is it? I wanted to have her hair flat be just a bit more spiky as well. Oh, and I forgot to do the shoulder fluff on the other shoulder, so I'm actually gonna do that first before I forget. So we do a similar thing. We just do that, and then that, and then that, then corner arm off, that, and then go in here, and then we erase. It's gone, and then we connect them better. Just like that. Infinitely better. Which I just realized I never erased the like inside part that was bleeding over here. And then we go up to noggin, then hair flap, and we're gonna make this a little bit more spiky as well. Alright, I think we have our sketch. Which means, now, I'm just gonna really quickly run through, and I'll probably time-lapse this, of just putting in values to make sure I have all of the colors I need, and that will be it for me for today. The video will very likely continue, and I'll probably just end up editing this a lot, so I can have, like, the finished product all in one video. That was my original plan, anyway. So, time-lapse, go. Okay, so, I don't know how long, the scene has been on the wrong one. I hope it's not been that long, but just in case, we have our sketch now. I did minor fluff. I'm pretty sure you saw all the minor fluff, but I'm saying that just in case you didn't. And now I'm working on the values, and I transitioned to, hey, I'll let the time-lapse go now, because I was doing a time-lapse. So, now that I am actually on the correct scene, I'm gonna go back to doing that time-lapse now. time-lapse over. Whoa! Halfway through the time-lapse realized that I never, like, drew the chain to her evening bag, so I went ahead and did that as well. And, yeah, go figure, chains are really easy to draw. But now that we actually have our values, you know, out here, and I was able to play around with more, like, her leg warmer designs on her leggings here, I'm really liking this. I'm definitely gonna really like this when it actually comes around to, you know, finishing it up, giving it line art, shading, stuff like that. Though I did notice one small thing just now, whoopsie-doo, that I forgore, if you will, to color in her hair. I want it to be a little bit brighter than her muzzle. So we'll do like this. That should work. So, while I wrap up the sketch here, I suppose I will talk to you. In fact, how about I do the Patreon plug? I have no idea how long this is going to be in the video because, again, experimental. But if you want to support me in the channel, you can absolutely do that by going to the link in the description, and for just $5 a month, you can support me on Patreon. And you'll get a bunch of cool perks like early access to videos, you'll get access to work in progress art, much like what I'm doing right now, but sometimes I'll draw not on Let's Draw, and you'll be able to see everything, and I mean everything I draw before anyone else can. On top of that, you'll get access to like full resolution art, thumbnail art. You'll get access to the raw files, my raw KRA files for this. So if you want to, you can grab that and you can poke around in my layers, like turn off the signature, turn off the watermark, whatever you want, and you can use it as like your phone background or desktop wallpaper or something if you really wanted to. But aside from that, a huge thank you to my current patrons. Here you go. The list is getting a bit long to read, so I'm just going to start, you know, just saying thank you to all of you, and there's your names right there. And if you would like to join the likes of these wonderful people, you can head down to the link in the description and support me for just $5 a month. Now that I have everything laid out here, and we have ourselves a Roxy, and I'm very happy with, I am going to be taking another break for today, and ideally tomorrow we will be doing line art, color, and shading, and then we'll figure out how the fuck I'm gonna do a background, because I don't really do backgrounds. So I'm gone for the night. I will see you guys in just a little bit when I come back for the rest of this.